Hey Oklahomies, I'm Julia with Okie DIY. For the past year and a half, we've been renovating our 1916 Oklahoma City home. We are working on our master bathroom. We've gutted it from top to bottom, and there's just a giant hole in our bathroom. We are working on putting in the floor joists. The ones that we had were rotted, and we'll get to the sill plates that are rotted and the 2x4s in the wall that are rotted. So yeah, let's get to it. So our house is a ton of just random piles of chaos that I've shoved off into different areas and that are somewhat out of sight, except for the giant pile of wood in our living room. Living in a renovation is a lot. Like, I can't even imagine whenever it's time to renovate our kitchen how that's gonna go. So because that's way more in the open. It's not like we don't have two kitchens. We can't just go use another kitchen in the meantime. So that's for a problem later though. We are going to be dwindling down on that pile of wood in the living room, and I'm very excited about that. It's been a while. I need to figure out how to work a nail gun. Home Depot actually had a pretty good resource for that and how to load a nail gun. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, how to load a nail gun, which these are things that are just somebody knows this already probably, but it's when I'm teaching myself, I have to figure it out. Okay, inspect and unload the magazine is the first one. I need to find that in our chaos. Make sure your gun's magazine is empty and free of any obstructions. It's essential your gun magazine opens and closes freely, and the magazine slot doesn't have any nails in it. So for those of you who have no clue how to work a nail gun, we're figuring it out together right now. I finally figured out how to get the nails out of the mag. So I'm gonna show you that. So this is how it looked whenever I pulled it out of our stuff. So my dad already had nails loaded in it. So basically on the nail gun, this obviously isn't plugged in at all right now, but there's this little switch right here that I ended up pushing down on, and that lifted up right there to where it doesn't hold the nails in place anymore. I pulled it back and then I pressed, and that released it from there, so then they can come this way. And then there's a secondary mechanism here, so when you do that, that will stop that. So you have to push that down as well, and then they all come out. How do I know if there's 16? I don't think there's the 16 penny nails, because the ones that my dad had on Papa were pretty massive. Yeah, those are different. Starting with an empty magazine ensures that there are no jammed nails in the magazine prior to starting. So I realized I need to check again to make sure that there's no other nails that are loaded in there, because I got those strips out, but so it looks like there's none in here, but then you can see in here there's still a nail. In order to get it out, because it would have slingshot it back this way, so in order to get those out, I needed to press that and push back again, and then this one, there's that secondary safety again, so there we go. I think it's just going at a cattywampus angle. Okay, there we go. I got those out now. It should be completely clear. Yeah, I don't see any in there. And that's important just to make sure that whenever you plug in the air compressor to the gun, that it doesn't accidentally shoot off a nail that's in there whenever it's connecting. So step 2, connect to the air source. Now that you're sure the magazine is clear, it's safe to connect your tool to the air compressor. You'll want to connect your tool to the air hose before loading, because it's possible that your tool's driving mechanism might cycle and fire a nail upon connection. If that happens, you'll want your nail gun to be empty. It's not advisable to load the nails before making the connection. 3, load your nails with the gun safely pointed away from yourself and others. Pull the spring-loaded side of the magazine backward, exposing the inside of the magazine so you can load nails in it. Next, make sure the nails are pointed outward toward the front of the gun and slide easily into place. Once the nails are in place, unlock the slide and let the spring push it along with your nails into the firing mechanism. At this point, your nails are loaded in the gun and ready to fire. All modern nail guns employ a two-step safety mechanism to prevent accidental discharge. Your gun should not fire a nail until the head is completely pressed against the surface and when the trigger is pulled. So it's very important to pay attention where you're pointing the nail gun and to keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire a nail. Yeah, so seems okay enough. Like, that doesn't seem too terrible, so we'll see. I don't know if this is like a normal thing. Probably not, but I'm just like anxious about working on the bathroom. I'm like, just go do it. Just go do it. It's not like, just do it. So I just need to get changed into my work clothes, and I'm gonna try to start moving some of the floor joists into there, and at least setting them up where I can see where they are. And then I will work on like loading the nail gun, all that. So just baby steps, just get dressed. Get dressed, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, plan-wise is to get the new floor joists in. I had to plan around the plumbing, which I talked about in the last video. So shower drain is going to be coming in right here where this would be. So we could do it to the left. To the left over here. I think that might be better. And then we don't have to move around where things are for that. It'll just snug up right next to that pretty well. Okay, this is like extremely long. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut this. Okay, so the thing is the boards that I bought are super long for the bathroom. Like, we want some overhang, but the issue is over here. These pipes are right here. So I can still overhang a little bit on this, but I would need to get it into place first so that it can be up, and it's gonna be more like that angle. So I can still get it further. But with the bend of these, I don't know if this pushes over that much. I don't know if it does. But over here, apparently I got way too long of boards. Hey Oklahomies, welcome back. It's been quite a while since I have worked on this bathroom. It's now New Year's, and we need to seal up this space because it's getting entirely too cold. I've been unmotivated. I have been lazy, let's be honest with that too. We need to get this bathroom done because John and I are running, like, the storage space in our other bathroom is not optimized. And if anybody ever wants to come over, there's still giant piles of wood and construction crap everywhere. So we're working on our floor joists. I ended up putting one of them in already. Then after reconvening, because it was hard to get in the spot completely, I realized that I hadn't measured it out perfectly. And it actually needs to be on this side of the neighboring floor joist. So I need to pull this out and put it over here so that we make sure that it's not too big of a gap between here and here. We need to have it 16 inches on center. The other ones should line up after that. We're putting them on each side here and here, but of course I'll check and measure each time. From here to here, it was 16.5 inches. So now we are gonna work on putting this on this side here. Sorry if that cut off whenever I started to move this, but I got it out of its place, making sure all of these are out of the way and there aren't any other nails that are like obstructing my way for that. So here is the issue that I'm trying to figure out as well, is that on this side, there isn't anything obstructing here. But when we come around to this side, there's the bed floor joist that goes to our bedroom that's right there. So I think that technically I need to get this out, but that would require me like jacking up the wall, which I don't really want to do by myself. I think like it's not a huge like supporting wall, but I also don't want to like take down my bedroom wall while John's not here. So I'm gonna think this through real quick. Instead of jacking up the wall that goes under our bedroom in order to fit the floor joists in place, what I ended up doing was cutting a diagonal piece of the floor joist on long ways so that I could slide it easier into place, or at least get it close enough to where then I could hammer it into place. From what I looked at online, you need about 1.5 inches minimum of overhang on the like beams that run along the length of your house. So we're gonna have more than enough on each side. I'm gonna see if I can just hit it into place. It worked. I just want to see though if this is equal on both sides. So we've got 12 3/4, okay? From this side to the start of this one. So 16 on center would have been right here. Over here, on this side, it's 13.5. So there's like an inch difference on this. So yeah, even if I do it on this side and snug it up to that one that's on there, this side will just be less, I guess. Like the distance between the two. Freaking hate old houses. So I don't know if you can see like all the way in here, but this is the other floor joist. So I'm trying to measure to right here basically. Basically from here to the start of that is about here, and that's like 16 on center would be right here. So basically right where this is. So none of the ones in our bedroom are like accurate either. So we're just gonna have to do like make sure it lines up on my end. My question is, for whenever you're placing them though, do they have to be sistered up against something, or can I just place the new ones and then nail it into the beam and then nail it into the top plate? Because none of the ones that are existing are in the right spots. So so much hair under there. Ow. This is disgusting. I'm the worst. What did I do with a tape measure. What I had to do to get the floor joist in place was cut a notch out of the top of the floor joist to make sure it would fit under where this bedroom wall was gonna go. Using the circular saw and cutting out the lines, I ended up cutting about 1/4 inch off of the top of the floor joist in order to fit it into place. You can also cut at an angle to fit it into place on one side of it so that it rolls into place better, but I wasn't having any luck figuring out how to change the angle on the circular saw. After getting them all in place roughly where they needed to be, I remeasured to see where they should go to make sure they were even on all the points. Okay, 15.5. Huh. I missed out by like quite a bit. Where did I measure from this one? So I have to hit it more this way, about like here now. I don't know what I measured. Okay, so 15.5 is right at the start, so I still need to hit it over just a little bit. Okay, just a baby bit more. 15.5. Okay, so I got those in. That is all of the floor joists that I have right now though. What I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go to the store and get one more so that I can span it right here, because the next one is here that spans the bathroom, which is way too much distance here. We need one more that's like just right here. Guess I can do it closer so it's more accurate. Oh, never mind. Well, the whole top part of my pencil just fell off, so that is useless now. But yeah, we just need one more, and then I will work on nailing them into the sill plate and the beam down there to make sure it's secured. I'm going to triple check though with my dad on some of it, just because I haven't used a nail gun before first. I'm going to need to replace this sill plate here because, as you can tell, it is very rotted. I wanted to make sure they were in place so that there's closer structure for this area here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to brace all of these with another like 2x4. I bought plenty of 2x4s, so we're going to brace those since some of these parts are like at the bottom got some water damage here. It's New Year's Eve and I need to get ready for dinner, so I'm gonna go ahead and get showered up and cleaned up, and we are gonna work with the nail gun tomorrow. Stay tuned. So it was a few days past New Year's, like 2 weeks, but you know, who's counting? My dad came over to help me with the floor joists to get them nailed in because I hadn't used the nail gun before, so he showed me how to do that. And we were able to get everything nailed in. We ended up adding blocks for in between the floor joists as well, to make sure that there was enough support to nail things into. The issue with our floors is that the bedroom wall was here, or I guess bedroom wall was here, and then the beam was actually like over this, like over down here. So it like overlaps it, so when we put the floor joists in, you'd have to like nail it in here, but if you nailed it right up here to toenail, like secure it at that point, then that would go through like our bedroom floor. So we added the blocking that was in between. So then here's the floor joists. We added blocking that's in between. So like a block like here and here in between, so that we could nail into the next one so that it could be more stable that way. Then once we get the sill plate in, we're gonna nail the sill plate into the floor joist as well to add in and lock in extra secureness.
So it's like a quarter. It'll be like a 1/4 inch off, but that'll make it stronger. 12 1/4 instead of 12 1/2. Now the trick is to find some meat to shoot some nails into.
Meat as in a...
Nice stout pieces of wood. Meaty pieces of wood, not
the rotting.
Not rotted or bad stuff.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just back a little bit, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
$30 and an eighth. We're within an eighth of an inch.
Okay, next board.
Okay.
Next board, right?
Last board.
Yeah.
It's gonna need to. Do we need to cut this off? Is that what we determined?
That's what,
Look out, Ellie. Get your head bumped.
look out.
You're gonna
What I've been doing.
7 feet. Just go 17. The room going this way.
Yeah.
To go into the basement.
Yeah, that's easier.
So he's 57 and a half.
From front to front.
So we gotta come over just a little bit. Well, no, it was 57.
57 and a half.
Yeah, it was 57 and a half. So I think we're good.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching, Oklahomies. I am so sorry for it taking so long for me to get this video out. I've been working on health stuff since I was diagnosed with celiac. I've been doing an elimination diet right now, so I needed to work that out and have just time to de-stress. Health stuff is getting better. I've been doing the carnivore diet, and the strictest form of that is ruminant meats, salt and water. So it has helped tremendously already, and I've been doing it for 6 weeks now. So if you have any questions about any of that too, just let me know. Now that that is hopefully on the up and working on getting my body healed, I am going to be working more on the bathroom. So I'm going to try to do twice a month videos, not every week, because I think that just stressed me out a lot, but I do need progress on this bathroom. Next video, we're going to be working on replacing that rotted sill plate in the bathroom. We also need to add more 2x4 support to that wall because the bottoms of some of the 2x4s are rotted. So we're gonna sister up some of those and add more structural support, and then get on to other parts of the bathroom renovation. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later, Oklahomies. Bye.